I am going to tell you what is in the great chest that has always guarded mankind and is said to harbor never-ending wisdom. Let's be real. What's in this chest? Nobody knows for sure. Why are we even talking about a chest in this day and age? It could have been a box, a drawer, a house, or even a cave. I am certain that people are not prepared to find out what is really behind this important question, if it needs an answer at all. Look around you. Look out into nature, into the forests and deserts of this planet, out to the sea and ultimately into the sky. We don't need to catch a glimpse of the true thing there. The sharpened eye and the alert mind recognize it immediately. We don't need to ask the question. It's obvious. It's a chest, or it's the cave. That's where our considerations began. The cave is not empty. It never was. A satellite has just appeared on the horizon. It's been there the whole time. There's more up there than just this simple calculation that we've been happy with for thousands of years. Faith is simple. Knowledge is the result of eons of effort to achieve what we never will. It is the knowledge of the power to believe and to prove all formulas that have ever been valid. It is the calmness. has seen everything, I will make known to the lands. I will teach about him who experienced all things of my right. Amy granted him the totality of knowledge of all. He saw the secret, discovered the hidden. He brought information of the time before the flood. He went on a distant journey, pushing himself to exhaustion, but then was brought to peace. He carved on a stone stela all of his toils, and built the wall of Eurocaven, the wall of the sacred Iana temple, the holy sanctuary. Look at its wall, which gleams like copper. Inspect its inner wall, the likes of which no one can equal. Take hold of the threshold stone pit dates from ancient times go close to the Iana temple. The residents of Ish, such as no later king or man ever equaled, go up on the wall of Uruk and walk around. Examine its foundation. Inspect its brickwork thoroughly. Is not even the core of the brick structure made of kiln-fired brick? And did not the 7 sages themselves lay out its plans? 1 league city, 1 league palm gardens, 1 league lowlands, the open area of the Ishtar temple, 3 leagues, and the open area of Urukit. Find the copper tablet box, openly of its lock of bronze, undo the fastening of its secret opening. Take and read out from the lapis lazuli tablet how Gilgamesh went through every hardship. Supreme over other kings, lordly in appearance, he is the hero born of Uruk, the goring wild bull. He walks out in front, the leader, and walks at the rear, trusted by his companions. Mighty Nit, protector of his people, raging flood wave who destroys even walls of stone. It was he who opened the mountain passes, who dug wells on the flank of the mountain. 2, it was he who crossed the ocean, the vast seas, to the rising sun, who explored the world regions, seeking life. It was he who reached by his own sheer strength Utanapistan, the faraway who restored the sanctuaries or cities that the flood had destroyed for teeming mankind. Who can compare with him in kingliness? Who can say like Gilgamesh, I am king? Whose name from the day of his birth was called Gilgamesh. 2/3 of him is God, 1/3 of him is human. The great goddess designed the model for his body. She prepared his form, beautiful, handsomest of men. This is the bust of our revered human, the origin of our species. This is the revered original man who led our people out of the steppe, out of the herd of antelopes, into the pleasantly warm security of the fire. It was he who smashed the heads of our enemies, gave the ear of wheat to our friends, and gave our brothers and sisters the joy of life. It was he who showed us the stars, the cycles of sowing and harvesting, the house, the fence, the wall. He only managed all of this through the true power of the stars and the fragment that gives us the strength to become what defines us today and instills in our opponents the fear we need to rule, so that our children may still be well, because our enemies have become strong. They rebel, want to displace our seed and wipe us out. This is the bust of our revered human, the origin of our species, the origin of our species, the origin of our species, Achilles' wrath, to Greece the direful spring. Of woes unnumbered, heavenly goddess, sing that wrath which hurled to Pluto's gloomy reign the souls of mighty chiefs untimely slain, whose limbs unburied on the naked shore devouring dogs and hungry vultures tore. Since great Achilles in a tried strove, such was the sovereign doom, and such the will of Jove. Declare, O Muse, in what ill-fated hour sprung the fierce strife from what offended power? Latona's son a dire contagion spread, and heaped a camp with mountains of the dead. The king of men his reverent priest defied, and for the king's offense the people died. For crises sought with costly gifts to gain his captive daughter from the victor's chain. Suppliant the venerable father stands. Apollo's awful ensigns grace his hands. By these he begs, and lowly bending down, extends the scepter and the laurel crown. He sued to all, but chief implored for grace. The brother kings of Atreus' royal race, ye kings and warriors, may your vows be crowned, and Troy's proud walls lie level with the ground. May Jove restore you when your toils are o'er, safe to the pleasures of your native shore. Relieve a wretched parent's pain, and give Chrysis to these arms again. If mercy fail, yet let my presence move, and dread avenging Phoebus, son of Jove.